The Blue Avians, embracing a new multidimensional experience. Dear beings of light, we are here with you once again to remind you of the sacred places and multidimensional gateways on your planet. This message is primarily for those of you who have transcended the fourth dimension and are ready to let go of this matrix, now embracing a new multidimensional experience. Please know that the majority of your multidimensional gateways have been reactivated and are now functioning appropriately. You are once again free to discover the immensity of your universe, experiencing the unlimited possibilities and the joy of playing at a multidimensional level. Many of you have been trained and carefully prepared for this moment. If our message touches your heart, you are one of them. Now is the time to return home, fulfilling your life purpose. It is time to reconnect with your multidimensional aspects across the universe and journey along different timelines. We invite you to start doing so by recognizing the frequency that facilitates this process. There are sacred gateways that hold such frequencies, and, as you visit them and tune into their vibrations, the illusionary veils between time and space will fall away. We are here to guide you now. Some of you will feel an urge to travel to ancient ceremonial places, while others will visit pyramids and other geometrical sacred structures around the planet. Sometimes you will feel called to visit crop circles, and by tuning into the frequency they offer, you will be able to see through space and time. You will discover time-traveling markers, and learn how to use them once again, and perhaps one day you will connect with your future self, or with other beings from the future, who are rejoicing that communication is being re-established now. Simply affirm, I am ready, and I call upon guidance to experience my multidimensionality. My fifth dimensional genetic code is fully reactivated, and the teachings I have received are being accessed once again through my conscious mind. Please observe any signs and messages that you receive. Be committed to your journey, because you, dear human of light, are paving the way for many others to follow. We love you, and we are here with you. Timeless love. Message from the angels, growing from those fertilizer moments. My dear friends, we love you so very much. There are many times in life when you find yourselves in situations that you didn't realize you were attracting. These aren't your ideal situations. You know it, because you don't like them. However, even in these spaces, you can find value, because they are the most wonderful motivators for creating better. We are not suggesting you try to like them, justify them, or even dig around too deeply to figure out why you created them. Instead, take a moment and ask yourself, what do I want to see instead? How can I start to shift my feelings to feel like I'm already there? We know this is a tall order when you're in what you like to call a mess, but if you can, think of it as a little challenge. I know I don't care for my situation. That's a given. You know that very clearly. I'd much prefer a different situation. Be honest with yourself. What would you rather experience? If you are sick, most likely, you'd rather be well. If you are experiencing lack, you'd rather be abundant. If you are watching a dear one suffer, you'd rather them be well, and more deeply, you'd love to be in a position to truly assist. If someone is treating you unkindly, you'd rather be among kind people, and not care about the unkindnesses. No matter how undesirable a situation is, if you take the time, you can connect with what you desire. Allow yourself to do so. Many of you won't do this because it feels impossible, too far off, or as if it costs too much. Allow yourselves to initiate the process of creation, dear ones. Know you deserve what you desire. Take a moment to figure that out and avoid negating it. Next, ask yourself, how would I feel if I were in that situation? Take a moment to dream, imagine, and, most importantly, feel. If you can't get there, ask a different question. What would it feel like to feel just a little better now? What would it feel like to feel loved through this? What would it feel like to have some help, or care, or hope? Reach for what you can until you feel a slight improvement in your feelings. Keep this up as often as you can. You will gain momentum even with these smaller steps. Sometimes it is too much of a mental stretch to imagine having what you want. Humans have disappointed you. You haven't been taught the laws of the universe. You are still learning. You don't all yet know how deeply loved and worthy you are. You can still get where you want to be. Reach for what comforts and soothes, and little by little, things will shift. Dear ones, if you find yourself in undesirable circumstances, you haven't done anything wrong. They are launching pads for better. Never are you more sure that you want to be elsewhere. Never is your energy more focused and clear on getting out of that situation. You can use these situations to improve life dramatically. This is why people often say that their dark nights of the soul are turning points. It is in these deeper spaces that you find crystal clarity about wanting better, and as you inch your feelings towards a better life, things start to change. The good news is that you do not need painful situations to grow. You can admit your desires to yourself as they arise, and allow the good feelings you have while thinking about them make you positively magnetic. You can be living a wonderful life and appreciating it, or even a tough life and appreciating what you can, and that appreciation will attract more. You don't require pain to grow, but painful circumstances are an indicator that along the way, there have been lots of little points at which you didn't listen to your spirit, or focused in ways that cut off the life, little by little. If you sit on your foot, eventually it will fall asleep, but you will notice many smaller feelings of discomfort before that happens to help you redshift. Likewise, your spirit offers you lots of little feelings along the way to help you get in a better space. The good news is that no matter how long it took to attract a mess, it takes very little focus on love to start improving your life. Love is such a strong vibration and begins to shift things quickly. Even sitting with us, breathing, and receiving is a step towards love, and truly, dear ones, we want to help you. If we can work with your vibration even a few minutes a day, and help you feel even a tiny fraction of our immense love for you, this will assist you in turning life around when it is not so desirable. We love you. We want to help you thrive in joy, but when you are not in joy, we will hold the vibration of your visions for you. We will help you attune your energy to them once again. We love you, and want the best for you. When you feel you have failed, we see only growth and expansion. You are all learning, reaching for better, and coming to understand that you truly deserve a kinder and easier path. Most of you know this intellectually. Now, we are guiding you to reach for better feelings. We have so much more we can say about this, but for now, we will leave you with a single thought. From the fertilizer moments of your life, great good can grow. God bless you. We love you so very much. The angels. The light beings, what animals teach us. Hello, our dear ones. We are here. We are a conglomeration of many beings of light. And today we would like to speak to you about the importance of animals within human life and human experience. We will first shift our focus upon these noble beings that many of you refer to as pets, as companions. They, in essence, are here as teachers in the same way that humans are teachers to each other through a variety of experiences and lessons. So too is true of animals and how they play an important, yet sometimes unnoticed, role in our lives. Animals play many spiritual roles. These ones, who come as animals and pets, oftentimes they have had experiences in different civilizations, as different beings, sometimes even as humans. Oftentimes, these pets, these beloved souls, that come to us at very specific phases and stages in our lives, come with lessons, but they come to play a role. Oftentimes, it is the role of teacher. Sometimes these animals are here to reflect back to us that which we are here to learn. Sometimes it is by mirroring back to us our stress, or even our love. If you learn to observe quite carefully your pet's behavior, you will find that there is oftentimes a parallel to either your own behavior, or to the dynamics and energetic exchange between you and your other family members. Animals are often here to mirror and amplify that which is either not serving our highest and greatest good, or sometimes they mirror back to us what is actually required and important in our lives. We have seen and witnessed many connections between individuals and humans, whereby sometimes it is the human's turn to be the caregiver and the nurturer to the animal, and this very interaction serves to help humans learn about unconditional love and compassion. However, oftentimes the roles are reversed, and it is the beloved pet or animal who serves to heal us, whether through unconditional love or through companionship and empathy. Oftentimes, a pet comes to one when one is sick, or perhaps going through a life change. How animals reconnect us to unconditional love. What many individuals will experience in the presence of their beloved animals is a reduction in stress, and the ability to, through the love and interaction with their pet, reconnect to unconditional love. Once one learns to reconnect with unconditional love with another, it opens up a window for them to learn to love themselves unconditionally. As we have often shared with you, sometimes you must experience unconditional love for yourself in order to grow, expand, heal, and even to graduate from some of your primary soul lessons. Animals in many ways are here as teachers and guides to help us along our soul's path. The lessons of animal collectives. Oftentimes, we have often seen that animals come through as not only healers or teachers, but sometimes they are here to teach us what Gaia, what the world, and what an entire collective requires. Those very brave souls who reincarnate as animals, perhaps animals who are part of an endangered species, sometimes reincarnate as a group of soul teachers here to echo to humanity what humanity needs to course correct along our path. How we need to be aware of our choices, and the impacts and consequences of those choices. We will also say that many animals have been here as harbingers of hope and messages from beyond. Oftentimes when one is grieving, animals will be leveraged as a transient vessel through which the soul and essence of a loved one can temporarily come through to guide that animal, to bring messages of hope, even comfort to those who have lost a loved one within this realm. Some animals may choose shorter lives, but they are significant and important lives, in which they are actually here as protectors, guardians, and here to save the life of a human friend. We have heard many stories where an animal has protected their human companion from danger, or have warned them of oncoming danger, or even protecting them against some of their own diseases or conditions. This is often seen in those who are companion dogs or guide dogs. But there are many animals who play this role, perhaps less formally, in ways and in roles that are less acknowledged and recognized by humanity. If you sift through your human experiences, you will likely find a time in which an animal assisted you, comforted you, and taught you something very important. In addition to the protection, the messages, the teachings, the assistance, and the guardianship that animals provide, they do often provide direct healing. For many animals are here to assist with the transmutation of human energies. Oftentimes this is done in ways that is recognized by the individual. How animals heal us, but oftentimes it is accomplished in ways unbeknownst. Sometimes it is simply by touching a pet that will allow your energy to be transferred to them, and hence transmuted from them. Remember that these animals absorb our energy. So it is important to be very mindful of how you connect, and of the energy that you bring, for many animals are deeply empathic, and they are here to guide and assist. It is important to recognize the wisdom within their souls. For though most of you cannot readily communicate with animals, they are actually quite masterful communicators, whether through telepathy, through empathy, through body language, and signaling messages and lessons through different interactions, emotions, and behaviors. Pay attention to what your pets do, for there is far more purpose and meaning to their behaviors than what we readily acknowledge and recognize. Remember that pets are also here to receive and give love, and that they often teach us about the importance of being in the present moment, for they do not worry about the past, they do not fret about the future. Our dear ones, these animals are here to teach you, to guide you. They are here to love you, and to be loved. Honor them. Recognize the nobility within their soul. Sometimes they represent souls of loved ones that you have been connected to through this incarnation, even past incarnations. Do not underestimate the magnitude of their impact in your lives. However long or short, they are with you. They have all served a purpose and they play a role. And with that, our dear ones, we wish you ongoing harmony, love, and joy. light beings. The grandmothers, we have come to remind you who you are. You were not put on earth alone. Each of you is on the life path that's perfect for you. Some of you are just beginning to come awake to who you are, beginning to learn what this life you are living is about. Most of you are focused on learning what you can so you can be happier and more at peace. And although everyone wants this happiness and peace for themselves, some of you are trying to help others as they also travel this road of living and loving. Everyone is on the path to truth, on the path to love, and will eventually reach the goal. Some of you will take a longer route, sometimes a circuitous route, and some may for a time seem to deviate from the path. And there are some who will take to the path in great strides. There are many, many pathways up the mountain. There is no one way to travel the path of life, and there are no actual mistakes along the way, but only differences, the grandmothers said. As you travel, each of you goes at your own pace, and at every moment you are learning and experiencing exactly what you need to learn and experience. Know this, they said, and relax. Relax and allow yourself to learn. We encourage you, they said, whenever the opportunity presents itself, to reach out and help one another along. And we ask you to do this, not only for these other ones, but also for yourself. Helping someone else always helps you, they said, smiling happily. And because this is how life works, you will find that you move farther along on the path whenever you assist those around you. In the end, helping someone else is as good as, in fact, even better than, helping yourself. So ask yourself, who can I help now? Is there someone who'd benefit from my attention today? How can I be of service? Ask these simple questions. Ask us, or any form of the divine you love, and then see what happens. The universe always listens, it's ever attentive. It stands ready to make your life richer, so ask for guidance, and then observe the way things happen. Who shows up? Who calls, texts or emails you? Who do you happen to run into, think, or dream of? Just watch. You will be watching for the magic of life, observing the vital, living flow of the universe itself. You live within that flow, the grandmothers said. You are a living, breathing testament to the flow of life. You eat, sleep, and breathe this flow, but you tend to forget about it. That is why we have come, they said. We have come to remind you of who you are. And today we remind you that you were not put on earth alone. No. They shook their heads. You are part of the family of life. You are one with the great weave of life. So reach out to your sisters and brothers who share this time on earth with you and ask them, how can I help? You will get your answer, the grandmothers said, and that will make you very happy. sorceryofflight.com. The other videos are in the English video playlist. Help me spread the light, click like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.